Hello everybody, my name is Variax and welcome to a let's play of a thief mission. Not a fan-made mission, but a mission. This one I'm going to be playing Lord Bafford's Manor. So a little while ago I did the first mission of Thief 2, Running Interference, and I gave it a pretty low score of 4 out of 10, which is not bad, you know, like 3 out of 10 is getting towards, you know, sort of pretty bad. So 4 is like the minimum of like a decently enjoyable mission I'm starting to find. And the reasons for that were because it was a little bit like bare bones, a little bit empty, and not that imaginative. It had a little like cool thing with scripting where you had to get Basso in to see his girlfriend, then they left together, and that was kind of cool. But other than that, there was nothing really that innovative about it. There's a couple little things, but you know, in general, it was okay. Now, of course, that was because it was the training mission as well as the first mission of Thief 2. Thief 2 does not have a training mission in which you go in and learn the controls, so that's kind of what that mission was for. So it was a little bit harsh because that's obviously what it was designed for. It's supposed to be kind of big and empty so people can get their bearings about being a thief and what's light and what's dark and all that kind of stuff. But regardless, I judged it based on it, you know, against Thief fan missions. So, you know, with that in mind, you know, maybe this is more of a 5 really, but you know, 4 or 5, whatever. So I thought I would do Lord Bafford's Manor to compare and contrast. Now, Thief Gold, or Thief, does have a training mission. If I was to put in the game here, it would be like start training or skip training. I'm going to skip the training and go straight into the Lord Bafford's Manor mission. But so now the game makers know that I can, you know, move around, jump. I know about lockpicks and that sort of thing. So they kind of know what level the player is at, whereas in Thief 2 they didn't. They could have thought, well, maybe the players played Thief 1, maybe they haven't, they didn't know. Whereas in this, they could assume that they started the game, they played the training, so they kind of had more of an idea about where they were. But regardless, let's get in there and see how I score Lord Bafford's Manor, which is I think it's going to be very difficult, just so you know, for me to not be really nostalgic about this. Like, nostalgia is such a powerful thing. You can't remove yourself from it. It's a feeling that things evoke that you just can't detach yourself from. So, we'll see how we go anyway. So I'm just going to... Oh, I didn't even freaking see the... Okay, so sneak into Lord Bafford's Manor. There's the well house guard for a key, steal the dual scepter, get 700 loot, don't kill anyone, and return to the city streets. We have a pretty cool manor here. Watch for interior patrol. So this is like really just giving you the basics. Front entrance, heavily guarded. Do not try front assault, so don't try and get in there. Plenty of guards around there. There's a cache of arrows there. There's a basement. There's one guard there. Leads to basement via underway, so you get underway, waterway, basement, and then here's just more of the kind of same. Okay. So, and again, watch for interior patrols. So you don't just have to get in there, you got to watch for things when you're in there. Okay. So yeah, we'll just, because I can't kill anyone and we already have 36 broad arrows, I'm just going to pick all the water arrows up. Start with a healing potion. Okay. Oh, and of course, I have to listen to this.
Hey, I'm going to the bear pits tomorrow.
See if I can just turn it up just a little bit because it's classic. It's absolute classic.
You want to come with?
Couldn't pay me enough.
What? You soft belly. The bears have got these new muzzles with underslung cheek spikes. Last time I was there was a real eye gouging.
Nah. It makes me sick. When I was a kid...
Huh! Surprised you're even in this job. Ooh, the blood, it just turns my poor tummy.
Shut up, you taffer. You want blood? You should have been there years ago. Tell you, the bears then, they were something to see. Those bears, they didn't need no cheek spikes and razor collars and paw hooks and all that knifery you straps to 'em now.
No paw hooks? What'd they do? Just bump into each other?
Huh. Nah. The bears back then, they had claws as long as your finger and wicked teeth.
Bears? You're toffing me. They look pretty mangy harmless, long as they're not wearing harness.
That's why I can't stand the pits now. You don't know what you missed. They just don't make bears like they used to.
Whoa! Killer bears! Would have liked to see that.
Okay, so yeah. So you got this lovely dialogue with the guards. Let's just go around here first, see if there's anything to be found to set the tone. So that's good. You know, I kind of get around this way. No way to get through there. Fair enough. No way to get up there. Yeah, you can even see in there though. That's part of the manor, isn't it? But no way up there. Yeah, so you get the dialogue with the guards to establish a little bit about the world, like not too much, but there's 3 guards in there. We're not going to go that way, obviously. We'll... Okay, yeah, they're hearing me, but it don't matter. Doesn't matter. We shall pick up this Arakash. So I've, you know, spoiler warning, played this game before. Oh, yeah, I played this level before as well. So, but I'd played Run Interference before as well. So, so one thing I really, you know, think about and kind of admire and stuff is choice to do stuff. Like, so I don't have to worry about him because he's.
How's it going?
Yeah, see, he actually acknowledges you because you're just a guy on the streets, right? There's no reason to freak out about you. So, you maybe could get in the front way. You maybe could. I'm not going to try it, but you could alert the guards, have them run around, right? You could lose them in these streets here, then go back in and maybe get in there. I'm not sure. But it tells you basically to go in this way by knocking this guy out. Now again, he doesn't really react to you either, so you can just do this. So it's very easy. But again, you know, first mission. So I think that other guy comes back, so we'll have to hide you quick pronto. Is this dark? Okay. But there's also, yeah, hi. I might knock you out as well, just for completeness, basically, so that no one gets you know, left out. But there's, yeah, you see, there's this as well. So while this is technically pointless, because you can just approach the guard. Oh, hang it back this way, can I? I wonder if I can. So you don't have to get behind him this way. If you go into the sewers, then you can sneak behind him. So there's a bit of choice there. There might be some loot down there, so I'm gonna head down there. I think it's pretty cool how they put this in as like just a little option. And again, I'm all about get off the freaking ladder. Oh, it's sexy. I hate ladders. I'm all about options. I love options. Yeah. So now you can get through there, and you can get up there, and you can get behind the guard that way. Now you can just go up to him, so it is pointless, but in a way it's sort of extra points for being pointless because it's a choice that is it's just there to show the player that there is choices about how to do things. You can sneak through the sewers to get there, or you could take the direct approach. So I kind of like that. There's a lot of ways up as well. I don't think these go anywhere unusual, do they? Hate ladders. I fucking hate ladders. God's sakes. Hate ladders. Why can't I just get off the goddamn ladder? Just get off the ladder. Just walk off it. Like, it won't go if I don't press space. And if I press space, it just... There we go. Jesus. Freaking hate ladders. So now half dead, so I'm gonna have to take this healing potion straight away. Awesome. No, back around at the start. Okay, so we now have the key, so we can go in there. But like we also saw a servant go in the main gate as well. I didn't question him, but we couldn't follow him. But again, maybe you could have. Yeah, that's the other way into the sewers. Okay, not going to bother with that. In ladders. So yeah, there's a lot going on straight away. Just a lot of little things before you even get in there. But yeah, let's use this here key. So again, kind of similar to running it. Oh, hello. Didn't quite expect that. It's been a while. Running interference in that you use a key to get into the. You have to use a key early. So I think that's just a little bit of a tutorial to show you how to use objects if you like. Keys especially, they're quite important. And now we have a nice kind of like open swimming area. So you can go down here, and you can dive and see how the breath works and that kind of stuff. Yeah, to see if there's anything like down there. There was no water in running interference. At least none you could swim in, I don't think. Hello. And just these little touches there, just, it's not really hidden, is it? But it's not directly obvious either. This is where I need my broadhead arrows. Yeah, because of those fine gentlemen up there. I'm not going to take them on with my sword. We're just going to have a little fun with the bow. Yeah, I ain't dealing with that. I'm not going to deal with that, especially since I've already used our healing potion.
Since I'm in here, I might as well pick up something for myself.
And a bit of a chat with Garrett there about he. Yeah, we get a bit of introduction for his character. He did run into interference as well, to be fair. So both missions are basically heist missions. You go into a manor, steal some stuff. This one's a little more basic, actually. You've just got to get a scepter, whereas the other one, it was... where? I'm the wrong way, haven't I? This is where I came in. Yeah, you got to steal it, where the other one was, get Basso in and clear a path for him. So that was kind of, you could argue a little more interesting. Where that water's coming from. And finally, here. Anything up? This is where you've got to go, but is there anything up here?
Inside at last.
Okay.
I've been thinking. The Sir could really beef up security some.
What do you mean? What's wrong with us?
Well, we're fine. But I've been thinking we should watch the outsides more.
That's stupid. People to worry about there on the inside.
No, then you catch them before they get inside, you taffer.
Oh!
Yeah, no little conversation there. Okay, they're not coming in, are they? No. Goes past that window. Yeah, the idiot guard. We get that. Oh, nice. Okay, good. All right, that makes up for the one I've just used. Yeah, the guards and their relationship with each other. They keep reappearing. I've got plenty of... How many? 16 water arrows. Yeah, okay, we'll start using some of these. Not coming back, okay. Let's take care of you first, sir. So starting off at the bottom of the manor, and well, we've just been through 2 storage areas. So I'm gonna like also look about how the level works, like how it flows, both in terms of gameplay and how it would be to live here, right? Now, having said that, the Thief universe is a bit weird, especially with like Constantine Manors and stuff like that. Like you know, the same logic isn't applied. Oh yes, that's kind of cool. So you see an extra little thing in there, like a little hook to grab you to say, yeah, look, there's something down here that you can't get to. That's kind of nice. You know, pique the player's interest. And here we've got a little bit of metal grating as well to avoid to get that guy. So that's kind of cool. So just to reaffirm what we've learned in the training that we didn't just do. But yeah, the logic of this universe isn't the same as ours. We kind of have to remember that. At the same time, there has to be a bit of practicality of, for example, you know, servants, cooks preparing a meal and bringing it to the place where it's eaten, because it needs to get there before it gets cold, right? So there's that kind of stuff that I'll look at, and so it's a difficult thing, you know, to have a place that makes sense in world, but is also quite engaging as a level. Because to be fair, running interference, the manor there, it's a trap. Not picking up the shovel. Did kind of work, you know. I had a dumbwaiter from the kitchen to the dining room. Yeah. And it flowed pretty well. Any loots? Hello? Oh, it's just a hand. And, I don't think there's anything else down here now. So what have we got down here? Let's have a little look. In the the basement. So we've got to go on. So it's basically 3 empty rooms, which I'm not keen on empty rooms, really. But yeah, so just some storage areas down here, one of which has been sort of like eroded by the river probably, and you know the foundations has been eroded by that. Well, it's also access to the water source as well, thinking about it, because this is drinking water because it's from the well. So, you know, really it should connect to that anyway, if you think about it. Otherwise, where are they going to get the water from? They'd have to go to the well, which is here, and then there's no way in there. Bring it all the way back around here. So if you think about, if you think about that kind of stuff, you know, which I do, I know. Yeah, maybe this shouldn't have been an erosion type thing, and should have been an actual place where they collect water. I think that might have worked a bit better. It's a very minor thing, but I'm just sharing my internal thoughts. Because me, who's never designed a level in their lives, you know, who am I to judge type thing? So yeah, I can have an opinion on these things, and I know, it doesn't take anything away from it, but it's just like how my brain works. Oh, flash bombs. Okay. So now, because I don't think we've got any lockpicks, do we? So really, this is the same kind of setup as running interference. You get flash bombs, and you get sword, a blackjack, water arrows, and nothing else. So far, this is the same equipment as the Thief 2 first mission as well. I'm sure that isn't a coincidence. Is there anything under here? I don't want to move these. I think drop is like Z. Yeah, okay. Just checking there was nothing there. Okay. So I think that's the basement done. These stairs are terrible. Give me a banister, please. You know, it's like you can fall down there, and yeah, dead. That actually made me go a bit, ugh, you know, in my head. my gut just went, ugh. Money, and I'm gonna open that so I know I've done it. So I like how the shadows are actually dark. It's not always the case. Again, having never... He might have been the guy who came in the main entrance. Sam Moffat. Yeah, I don't know because I never made a level, so I don't know like if it's something that you have any control of. But yes, you're very dark light, but I can tell that by the lighting on the floor. I know there's two more there as well, doppelgangers. Right, it doesn't seem like there's any reason to go in there, to be honest, unless there's a maybe a chest here. I could maybe run in and bonk them all, but I think I can just go past. So we've got servants areas here. Torches that I can put out, so I will. Hello. I'd be curious about the guy who went into the main entrance. Which one of these he is? Right, I wonder if they did that on purpose. Why would they? I think that's... yeah. Anyway, no harm done. Right? We're good? I remember, like I was talking about nostalgia earlier and how it sort of evokes feelings and memories that you can't really suppress. It's very difficult to give a objective review of this with these kind of like thoughts. But one of the a friend of mine, you know, when this was relatively new, was showing me this level, and because they really like Thief, and they were showing me how like I could knock this guy out, right? Unconscious. But then you could throw him into the fire and he would die. Or you could like drown people and they would die. And save the game. Save the game, save the game, save the game. Another thing, I have the Opera House. So that's good. Yeah, past Variax, I was talking about the Opera House. Now it was a great level, and I wanted to play it again. Well, here it is. So, so I can play the Opera House at some point again, which I think is one of the better levels in the game. Anyway, my distraction there from the distraction I was on before, a deviation of a deviation. But yeah, and it was really kind of cool how like you could be unconscious and then die there or die in the pool or whatever, because there's a pool in this level, and it was like, oh, that's never seen that before, because it's kind of unusual. I'm getting very lost. Um, yeah, I found that quite innovative. I guess maybe it was at the time. Ooh. Right, so the brickworks changes from grey to gold, which is a sure shine that's going. It's F11 to save, isn't it? Good. Okay. It gets a bit more opulent, you know. We've moved from the basement into the servants' quarters, and now we're in the kitchens. So that's kind of a nice progression. Cedric, please speak to Cook about last night's dinner. While technically the menu confirmed to my instructions, I suspect that the lamb was somewhat older than Spring's, and I am in no way fooled by his practice of warming the cellar to disguise wilting. If Cook isn't capable of finding adequate ingredients, he can be replaced. And if he offers the same excuses about the stone market shortages, please remind him that the grocery budget is a good 50% above last year's figures, and even he should be able to procure adequate victuals at those prices. Lord Bafford. Bit of insight to Lord Bafford there as well. His standards. I don't like this at all. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we got a... This is where the servants all gather around and eat. It's kind of their mess. Hearing footsteps there. I don't want to go into that until we've kind of covered this kind of area. It seems like there's the sections. We had the basement. You move up into the servants' quarters. I might go and knock out those 3 people, just so I know they're not a problem. And then here we have the... Yeah, so we've got the kind of the servants' mess, the kitchens, or at least a set of kitchens. And then storage and... storage. Anywhere on the map? No, it's just... So the map's like fairly detailed, but it gives like a little bit of... It leaves enough... to be kind of obscure as well. What's up here? Have I been up here? Might as well. So the contrast between this and that. I'm gonna, of course, we do have the banner there as well to show that sort of heading towards a more opulent area. Still trying to work out this layout. It's kind of maze-like, but then that's where I came up, right? Yeah, because it's open. Okay, yeah, this is where we were before. So yeah, well, yeah, we might as well. Just in case there's something in here that I can take.
Huh?
Help! Help! Murder! Over here!
Shh, quiet. Okay, so I don't think this is gonna matter. And there was nothing here either, and nothing on anyone's belts. Oops. My mistake. Still seems really... Okay, so it's like it's mirrored, isn't it? Then we go in here, this way, and then there's that. Okay, yeah. So it kind of is. It's a bit hard to get my head around. We might as well go this way since I've knocked out a guard. Wait, through. All right, let me just. That might not be the only kitchen. I was thinking about, you know, getting food from there anywhere else is quite a long way, but we'll focus on, you know, actually playing the game first. And then critique the, you know, have a good look at the layout. It's very, very visible. I felt that should have been a bit more hidden than what it was. Right, I'm hearing footsteps somewhere. But they could be above us. I think they're coming from... It's really freaking close. Well, I feel there should be a lot hidden, more hidden than what it is. Okay. Right, let's stay here and... Yeah, get this guy. Don't like how I'm hearing two sets of footsteps, though. I'm pretty sure one's above us. Okay, so this... Yeah, I think those footsteps are in there. There's another way out. We might as well look up around here while we can. So if I was to step out there when we finished the level, if I had all these aims done, that would have ended the game. And that is like, yeah. So we're up here. Pretty sure there's a compass somewhere. Scroll through. I don't know which. Yes, that's. So wait. That's north. Yeah, maybe we're like literally there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So that's where we probably are. Yeah, we're probably like right here. Yeah, or exit to street. Yeah, that's where we are. Yeah, so if we go up here, that's where the exit street is. Okay, worked out. Took a little while. My brain went a bit fuzzy there, but we got there. So there's a side entrance. Makes sense. So why is all this here, right? What's the point? Like a massive open area of nothing. What on earth? I guess that's because this is the actual level though, right? Like if we're looking here... Like this is all Bafford's Manor. So they had to... I don't think they had to like draw a street all the way around it, but... That's still pretty nice. It's... how they've done this. I wonder if there's anything like round here, or like a way in, or something. That is pretty cool. Is that the that's the water, well water thing, water access? Yeah, the well. Which still makes no sense, you know, to get water from the well, you still have to get that and go all around here. So there's still no easy way to get water into the the manor. Although there was water in the sink. Maybe they have, you know, it's a little steampunk in it, so they might have this thing called plumbing, you know. Yeah, there might be that. Anyway, that was a nice little deviation to see all that. It's there for no reason, but I'm sure there's someone walking in this. 11, yeah, I'll just do that. Really not liking this, you know. Really not a fan. Yeah. Pretty sure that guy's above us. Is that door like half open, or no, it's just kind of set in with the next texture? I really feel like I need to go and say hello to this guy who's pumping around up here. Feels like he's like right next to me. All the Bafford insignias like everywhere. The guy absolutely loves himself. Lord Bafford. It's a good name as well. Is that what the drunk guy was? Okay. So I think if I was to open this would go back into where I've already been. Yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah, so it looks like it's mirrored, like, if I was to go, like, through the kitchen to the other side, I would find another one of those corridors, right? Here? Yeah, so this is the other...
Who's there?
Oh boy.
Is someone there?
Oh dear.
Oh well. Don't know what it was.
You. Keep walking. So there's the pool. Was I in this one before? I thought I'd moved to that one. I'm still confused. I am still freaking confused. An open air pool. Okay. I'm gonna cross here because I think. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fine. 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 I know. I know. I get it. So we're going from the back towards the front, so... Oh, hello, okay. Oh, yeah. We need this. 505 loot. I'm not too worried about the loot. I'm sure we'll get... 700. Yeah, 700. Oh. Fairly easily. Let's give this note a read. To all staff, the sir will be taking his dinner and evening out tonight, so domestics and manservants have the night free. Housekeep is still expected to finish the quarters and general polish. The house guard is not to find this is an opportunity to shirk, and lapses were brought up with the sir from Cedric. But Cedric's really freaking popular. I think we all know the kind of character that Cedric is. Yeah, it's definitely the front. I see loots. Yep, that's still definitely the front. It has not changed. Still, Just click on everything just in case. So if we go back through the gallery. I think it'd be safe to assume. Yeah. Alright, any loot in here? Is there a little library? I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure if that guy's facing. Oh, okay. I think he's facing away from us. He wasn't.
Don't see anything now.
Okay, he wasn't. Yeah, because the bow would be held in the left hand. They have the swords in the right hand. That's what kind of got me. Now I'm kind of stuck. We got the main entrance though. I can't kill that guy, like in any way. I feel kind of paralyzed, I have to admit, and he's not moving. I've definitely come at this the wrong angle, because the other guy on the other wing, on the other kind of structure, is moving backwards and forwards. This guy is staring right at me. Yeah, this is definitely the wrong way to go about this. I think maybe I can go back the way I came and maybe go the different direction. Let's quickly do this. I think I got away with that. Still someone. Sure, there's someone around. I don't want to get distracted because I do want to go back that way. Yeah, okay, let's approach the main entrance from the other direction, because that's definitely easier. Because the guard on this side is a lot more restless.
Must have been rats.
He's above me, okay.
What's going on over there?
I'm not happy with... now he's turning around. Now he's turning around? Yeah, he's definitely facing me now. Why is he... This guy here. I'm pretty sure there's a different way of doing this, you know. Like I'm dubious about whether you need to or not. Go in here.
Someone there?
Go in here.
Noise stopped.
Okay.
Guess it was nothing.
Okay, let's let's save that, please. Yeah, it's definitely the main entrance. If we meet anyone up here, we're screwed. I think that spiral staircase was going the right way. That's good. Because it's supposed to favour the defender. So if you're left-handed... Yeah, if you're right-handed, then yeah, that makes sense. Oh, look, come this way. Come this way. Oh. I feel like I'm just going to the lion's den here a little bit. do kind of like how Thief plays a little bit like a puzzle game in a way of, you know, if this was top down and like the guards had, oh god, acts of vision, don't turn around, don't turn around. Nobody! It would be more like a puzzle game. Right. Wouldn't you be wandering around?
Did that shadow move?
Let's just stay out of his vision.
Seems clear enough now.
There's a guy right across there. But I think as long as he doesn't see me, he won't care that his buddy just got knocked out. Okay. So I think we're looking out down on the street there, obviously. There's a little ledge there. I wonder if you can get on that. I wonder if you can. Maybe we'll explore that later. Okay. Money. Right, I don't want to land and make noise. Never mind. Why must you wear clogs, Garrett? Very, you know, unique sounding clogs that every guard is trained to home in on. Which is how they know that Garrett's footsteps are different than everybody else's. Right, we know there's a guard that comes just there. Should I wait for him? Should I? Apparently not. Didn't put as much layout as I was hoping. So now that this guard is pretty isolated, yeah, okay. Not have you hanging off there. I don't think it makes a difference, but buddies, good. Just right-clicking, just making sure I've got everything. Okay. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Okay, no one's here. So this is where the guards stay. That's kind of cool. Okay, so we've got an area for the servants to live and work. Down in the kitchen, the basement with the supplies. Now we've got the guards here, around the main entrance. There's a bit. The other kind of side to this has a storeroom.
When are they going to bring me my dinner? That's what I want to know. When are they going to bring me my dinner?
Poor guy only wanted his dinner. Alright, so I think there's another guard over here as well. So we'll deal with the, you know, patrolling up both of these corridors. Because again, there's a symmetry to this manor. Thinking up here, we'll do the same. Should we just have a quick little look in here? Little kind of study area, I guess. Not really sure what that was. Maybe there isn't. Maybe that was the same. No, it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same guy. This guy's quite tricky. If we go nice and slow, we should be able to do it. But yeah. I should really... Is he there? Just thinking about how I'm going to approach this, because I seem to be like going into... It's really annoying. Like a different kind of area. I feel like I should clear those guards out at the front entrance. That may well need a flash bomb, but I think I've got 2 of them. Yeah, I got 2 flash bombs. Yeah, this is the same as over there, so it's just a little... I don't know what it is. Getting lost again. But I'm picking up gold, so that's good. I think we're going back down to these kind of, I don't know what I call these, like corridor, gallery things. But alright, so, and that leads back out there. So, I know where I am. Definitely been here before. So there's the gallery. This is the pool. Yes, okay. And then back here to the kitchens and stuff. Right, okay. So to get upstairs, let's explore like some of these. I've definitely been here. Because these are like these rooms here. I think there are more round rooms than what's on the map. So there's probably at least 6 staffed round rooms. There's any guards around here? Like up there, I might look down. But if they do, it's unlikely they'll find me. By the time they get down here, I'll be long gone. Maybe the like. I think there's some stairs right above me here, and there's a guard there. It's really off-putting. I'm whacking these just, you know, as well as, you know, for my disdain for Lord Bafford, just in case there's anything behind them. Like I don't think there will be, but I don't think there might be. Ah, loot! I see loot. And cheese and bread. Yum 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 yum. Okay, so pretty sure that's where I was waiting for this guy before. I think. Please come this way. Oh my god. So we're a better chance of getting him now. We've gone out into that garden, which is on like the 4th floor.
Something moved there?
God, he's coming back. It's alright, wait, just wait, just wait.
Nothing to be seen now.
We should be okay here, really. I'm saving it, because you know.
Did that shadow move?
Ow. Right, well, I'll leave that. That was on me. I think I had a really weird kind of patrol pattern. Which is good, right? Difficult to predict. I don't know where I'm taking you. It's pretty weird, I guess. Thankfully, this isn't a ghost mission, right? Is that where I was before? Yeah, okay. Right. So you have the guard area kind of here, which then leads this way to the garden. This loop is back eventually down here into that area through 2 rooms. It goes up and down. It's a little weird. And this is over the pool. It's a pretty big empty area. Those are kind of strange how this is like out here with nothing. Hello. So one of them does have something behind it. Just gonna get this one before I forget. I don't know if I know that was there, you know. I don't think I've seen this before. The number of times I've played this, I don't think I've ever been in here. Does this go back to the basement? No.
Hello? Is someone there? Nothing here now.
Okay, so I think this is where we find Lord Bafford's throne room. I'm not sure like how this. The throne room's through there, but I can't get there, you know, and the scepter. So we're above there, which is kind of cool. I'm not sure really gives us a lot. We're still pretty visible. I don't like this, you know.
Hello? Anyone there?
I'm leaving.
Guess not.
So I don't think I knew that existed, but I don't know how that helps. Unless you can, like, shoot the guard, right? I don't see how that... It's cool. So again, right? Choice. You have options about how to get in. Because I think you need a key to get into that room. Or you could get in that way. You know, if you want to get the key. And I guess on lower difficulties, that would probably help more because your aim is to get the scepter. And that's pretty much it. And you can kill guards So you could go through there, shoot that guard in the head, drop down and get the scepter, and you're done. You don't have to worry about getting a key. That's cool. But on this difficulty, it's probably not as useful. I don't like this at all. As useful as it would be on like novice or whatever. Right, so there's a broken tapestry there, so I kind of know I've done that bit. We're gonna pull on a garden like up here. It's thief, right? You know, I mean rooftop gardens. I don't know how, like you know, let's say in medieval Europe, like how common they were. I can't say they never happened though. All right, so let's take stock. So where have we not been? So this is the guard area. So we go this way, which I think then leads into like the more opulent.
I wonder if he reads them or if it's just for show.
Jesus Christ, Karen. Okay, so we've got a library. Milordy Bafford, speaks he sell to Ginny, did you bid? Oh God. Drek Bowl and the Hammerhearts have been afoot to skulk, a-fretting about, grabbing many a one to vanish in the coldstone down below their forgery chain cells. Hammers. Grabbing people? Tooks they your deal attack was in their clutches night past, and two patrons as well, named the Sail and Wren. Supped up as they left, and these not the first, cries Ginny. Is this from Ginny? No. Little wonder then, if Drekbound grows sparse come these days, of course the lack of blame to one hand, but I give Ginny a firm understanding, blood and doom and the whole buck, so he'll be learning him and all he can about how to turn the hammers off him, never you fear. About your of Victoria, nothing yet. Walks she an inch above the ground for all the dirt of her footprints I have found, from Dominic. So I didn't really understand that, but Victoria's a thing. It looks like the hammerers are stealing people off the streets. Maybe Ginny's an informant for Dominic. Why Bafford would want to know, I don't know. But still, that's kind of a neat thing, I guess, you know, to... Money. Right, let's do some vandalism. Oh, we've got... Hang on. Yeah, so we've got the loot. We just didn't get a... Ding dong. Lord Bafford, a recent delivery of antiques from Bonn contains several items which we felt might be of interest to you. Descriptions follow, but you are welcome to drop by our shop to examine them. Or rather get in person. Ornamental scepter, 3 feet in length. The body of the stave is ware wood carved in the star and dot patterns. 6 inches of the ferrule and 5 inches of the grip are bound with burnished copper, overlaid by an ink and glaze craquadere, whatever that is, varnish. The crowning feature of this magnificent piece, however, is a 6-inch teardrop cut cloudstone, one of the finest of its type we have seen. Treasure box of 2 feet by 3 feet of silver birch wood. The lid is inlaid pearline. Oh, well, it's a different thing. A treasure box of 2 feet by 3 feet of silver birch wood. The lid is inlaid pearline and onyx maze pattern carved into the wood. The feet are lion paws, each clutching a crystal globe. The inside of the box contains 2 principal compartments, one with glass shelves and one without. Beneath the compartment is the lockable 2-inch false bottom for your most valuable treasures. So the scepter's what we're after. I don't know about this box thing. Maybe that's what we saw in the basement. Okay. Right. You were hidden here. Stay there. So now we have purple and gold guards, which I think is just for show. I don't think it matters at all. I think I can still bonk these. And is that a key on your waist, sir? I believe it is. I think there are two. Two guards. Yeah, hello. Okay. There's at least two then. So if I think there's one, there's probably two. And if I think there's two, there's probably three. We know there's another one because he's guarding the scepter, but I don't think he moves, whereas these guys are on a patrol.
Huh?
Thanks. So we've got his bedroom here, Lord Bafford's bedroom. Good. Money, 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 money. Yeah, we can see the street where we were kind of looking in before, so that's kind of neat. Whoops. Confirming there's no other guards around. I like this. Pretty sure that's where the scepter is, right there. So is this the dining room? Maybe there isn't like a dining room. I don't even know what I picked up there. It's just clicking. Good then. And this goes to the other side of that. Or no, it goes somewhere else. Although this is where we found the other guard. So there'll be okay. And then there's a guard lying down here, down. Oh, careful. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know where I am. There's the guard area down there. So this way. Yeah, so if this is the dining room, which it certainly looks like it is, it's a hell of a long way from the kitchens. Hell of a long freaking way from the kitchens. I don't really think this is a nice place for a bath because you have no privacy. You've got at least put doors, right? You can afford doors, surely. I think this... Alright, yeah. I think this goes down to the basement. This is a long freaking way to get to the basement and down here as well. Like, you know, that's just literally like the way that had to go in the level, right? You know, there are no loading screens, so in order to link up there with down here... Yeah. It's another third key we've got of that. It had to take that route, which is really a long freaking way. If you think about building that, I know that the castles had passageways and stuff, but they were usually to get out rather than some random place in you know, the basement. But he went all that way to do his accounting. Got a lot of freaking money. Don't know if any of this really matters. Mirrors, cash pits. What the hell's going on with Deckbound? Even if Ginny's grafting, that he damn well ought to be more subtle than this. But Ginny... So Ginny's a guy. I thought Ginny was a lady. Fair enough. This does not turn it around another week. Toss it up to Mirrors as a breach. Okay. I don't really know what that meant, but... Okay, Okay, so in real life I have to get going soon. So let's get the scepter and get out of here, and then I'll... We won't knock the guards out of the front. Which I can use the flash bomb on the guard guarding the scepter. That's all we've got to do, right? Get the scepter. Get out. Okay. So yeah, in real life calls, I'm afraid, and this level is a little longer than I thought it was, but I have dithered about a bit. Oh, yeah, there's definitely someone in there. So I like how this kind of is just like a straight training mission thing, right? You've got different types of lighting, and I might as well use all these, and different flooring as well.
Someone making noise?
And he had a key as well. Makes sense.
It's a throne room. How pretentious can you get?
You like it, Garrett? Yeah, and again, all this just looks out to where we just were before. It's kind of neat. After. So for me, it would have been slightly improved if the overhead scaffold, let's call it. God's sakes. Went through this door, and then you could maybe have dropped down and then got back up again without interfering with this guard.
Here we go.
Now we just have to get out. I think I've knocked everyone out pretty much, so let's make sure. I really should have saved it before I did that. But yeah. I suppose you could have used them to distract the guard, though. Yeah. It's kind of nice. Right, what's the quickest way out? So the layout of the place is... I think I've been completely the wrong way. It makes sense. There's like... I'm stuck now. You know, so you get the basement, then you go into the servants' quarters, then you get the guard room. I am so lost. Then you go into more opulent places. Should we? Yeah, we're doing that. Nothing in the pool. And there should be a way out here. Yeah, then you go into, like, then you find some galleries and stuff. Shouldn't the game end now? Isn't it? Yeah. And then you find like the like his bedroom and stuff like that. Hey, look at that! Look at that! Got all the loot. Nice. Almost perfect. I just didn't get a pickpocket. Okay. So, good. Yep. That was the thing. So, guys. So, on to the review. So, let's think about this. So, gameplay for Lord Bafford's Manor. Level design, the balance of the place, technical ability, that kind of stuff. How fun is it? It's a solid 2, isn't it? Really. Like, it's a bit maze-like, but that's no real kind of bad thing. It makes enough sense from kind of perspective of you go through the different kind of levels, layers of the area. Like you could live there, but you know, like I said, the Thief universe is kind of batshit anyway with how things are. So, but yeah, from a technical standpoint, there's nothing wrong with it. Everything works really well. No one got stuck in anything, other than like the game engine stuff, which you can't help. There were some interesting patrol routes for the guards. Yeah, pretty good. Atmosphere, immersion, lighting, environments. So yeah, good use of noise as well. You got a little sort of like stringy thrum every time you move to a new area type thing. It's subtly kind of changed. The textures of the walls and everything kind of changed when you went through the different areas. Didn't do anything like massively interesting, but it didn't do anything wrong either. Like, you know, it's first level of Thief, you know. So, but you know, I mean, compare that to running interference and how intricate that level was and how much there was in it compared to some of the rooms in that. We have to, you know, again give it a 2. Originality, well, it's a heist mission. Heist mission, get in there, get the scepter, get out, sort of thing. There's not a lot of originality in it. There is a little bit of stuff in there for the writing about Victoria and stuff, sort of like lay the land, if you like, for the main quest. But really, that's a 1. But I do feel, in kind of you know, a little something extra, right? I'm gonna give it that, and it's maybe not fair on the other first level, but it does have a little something extra because it's Bafford's Manor, so it has that little bit of nostalgia. So it just that's what that little something extra is. It's something that's kind of intangible, something else that it doesn't really fall into any other kind of level, and so I'm going to award it that little something extra for a total of 6 out of 10 for Lord Bafford's Manor. You know, for like a regular house mission that does everything really solid, it's really good. Yeah, it's good. So yeah, 2 extra points over run interference. 1 because of nostalgia. I can't really help that. I could put a 1 at 0, but you know, it is a quintessential Thief mission. You know, if someone said get into Thief, just play the first mission of Thief 1, right? You won't say play the first mission of Thief 2. You'll say play the first mission of Thief 1 because it has a little more choice, has a few more things going on and that kind of thing, and yeah, it's more of a quintessential Thief game. Even though Thief 2 I think is a better game overall, Lord Bafford's Manor is kind of better, you know, and yeah, it did a little bit more of the environments. Just did a little bit more, I think, than running interference. Okay, well, thanks everyone. Hopefully I will see you soon. Have a great day, and until the next one, thank you very much, and toodaloo.